Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
Hello, everyone. How are you today? I want to see something here. I'm wondering if I can't show you guys Jason's class because of the way my screen is set up. So let me just see if you could see it this way. That's a little better, but not much.
Unknown caller.
What? Can you guys see Jason's class? I'll see if I do it. Oh, there you go. Yes. So progressions this Thursday, February 25th at 6 p.m. Soul's progression this Thursday, February 25th at 6 p.m. Let me explain what it is. His class is about what if you could see the progression of your own life and how you're using your talents. And natural abilities to your fullest. Are you doing the most in the present to activate these gifts to your best potential? In this session, Soul's Progression will explore your past, looking at where your abilities began, either in this life or past life. Then you'll move forward in time to glimpse at how you're advancing your gifts. A moment with our highest self in the present allows us to integrate our experience into inspirations to live our best possible life. You know, I think with the COVID here, I think many people are questioning where their soul is progressing and how do we get our souls to progress, right? What is it that allows us to get that which we think we want, right? There. How do we get that? And if we're not getting it for 1,000 different reasons, why? Not that it's a bad thing. Never think of anything that you're not being given by God as a bad thing. I think that there's a perfect time and place for everything. So if you can't have what you want today, it just means God has a better plan. And I know that sounds like a cliche, but what if he really does? For instance, I've always wanted to open up my own store. Couldn't do it. Could not do it. This was 2 years ago. And the community that I wanted to open up my own store was so quaint and so adorable, and the rent was extremely reasonable. And yet, I couldn't do it. So at first, I was going to push to do it, right? I was going to make myself do it, right? Not wanting to accept the spirituality of no, right? Because the no came in many forms. And even one of the guys that owned the store, a store, he was like, "Why are you not here?" I was like, "I don't know." And then he's like, "Well, I'm going to make sure you get here." And it just never went where it could have gone. Filled out the application, did a credit check, had this guy fighting for me, Never could it happen. Then the COVID hit. But I didn't know that 2 years ago. So what I said 2 years ago was, all right, you obviously don't want me to be here. Talking to God. And then I said to God, you know this is something that I want to do. So I'll wait. And when the time is right, no obstacles. Please. Do you get that? When the time is right, then the time, what is this wrong? Will just be right. And so 2 years ago, I dropped it. No more concerns about owning my own store. But guess what I did? In the 2 years, I traveled wherever I could, right? I went to Jerusalem. I went to 5 different countries in the Caribbean on a cruise, which was absolutely amazing. One of the biggest gifts that I got out of the cruise was that I was allowed to carry my son. And at the time, I carried his girlfriend, who became his wife, right? One of my dreams was to carry my son on a cruise. I went to Italy, right? Went to Puerto Rico. I mean, if I couldn't get my store, then I said, I'm just going to basically spend my money traveling. And I remember my dad saying the biggest gift he ever gave himself was to travel. Now, not that I have not traveled in the past, but this was different. This was different. I think I was traveling like every few months, right? I went to Jerusalem in June, Puerto Rico, and then I think I went to the 5 countries like in August, and then Puerto Rico, and stayed there. Puerto Rico at the time was very beautiful, I thought. And then a few months later, went to Jerusalem. And then the COVID hit. The COVID hit as soon as we got back from Italy. And I have to tell you guys, I got really sick in Italy. It wasn't, COVID sick, but I questioned whether or not I had the COVID. I questioned it because there was a time when I had to separate from the group. I was exhausted and none of it made sense. I think I know why, but in any case, I got back and I was exhausted for like 2 more months after that. And then the COVID hit. I don't know if I got the COVID or a mild version of it at the time. You never know, people. You never know. I was out of the country and it hit out of the country first. And look, it hit Italy, right? China, then Italy. So God knows it was probably already there. You never know. But my point is that I got a lot of travel out the way when I found out I couldn't open the store, right? Moving forward, I questioned my soul's progression, right? I questioned, will I ever get to open a store, God? Ever? I don't know. I'm not worried about it anymore. I know God will do what God does best. I know God will give me the answer that I need, however way that looks to God. But I need to know, is my soul progressing regardless? Doesn't mean I get my wishes. It means, am I in my faith? Hi, guys. Hi, Melissa. I got sick before it hit too. I have never felt that. I know, Complex Ken. You understand. It was a weird kind of, it wasn't a cold. It wasn't a cold. It was drop dead to the ground type of feeling. It was, hey, and then it's like, hey. I had to separate from my group twice. The funny thing is, I think I might have survived it because I didn't know I was sick. I didn't know it was the COVID. If I knew it was the COVID, Oh my God. I would have never made it home. You know what's funny though? On my way home from Italy, I passed a hospital. And I said to God, I'd hate to get sick in Italy because it didn't look like it was a. I'm not talking about you, Italy. I'm just saying it didn't look like I could. I just didn't. I made it home. But the exhaustion, I couldn't put through. Let me tell you something. No one could understand why I was acting the way I was acting. I vowed again never to go with someone who's not a loved one. Unfortunately, I realized I was in unsafe hands because I didn't think anyone understood that I was sick, right? I was at the restaurant. Everybody else is eating. This is me. Falling asleep for 40 minutes while everybody ate. My plate is full. Then another time, I was really sick in Italy. Nobody, oh my God. I didn't realize how unsafe I was, though, around the people that I was with. Even if they thought that they were safe for me, they were not. At some point, I had separated from them and I just wanted to be with them. So I woke up, got dressed really quick, and went out to go meet them. But I guess I took too long. So they were, boom, they were on, off again. And I was like, guys, alone here, right? It was weird. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm really sad. In any case, I get to this restaurant and all I wanted was spaghetti, right? And so I ordered the spaghetti. I'm starving because I've been so sick, I have not been eating. Again, something the group didn't know. So I'm eating, and I guess I'm eating poorly or fast, and it all lodges here, which now I believe was a part of the illness, I believe. So now I'm literally choking. And I go into the bathroom to regurgitate everything, and was in the bathroom for like an hour because whatever I did eat, like all of it had to come back up. Then another time, we were miles out of mainland, part of the main part of Italy. I think we were in Rome by this time. I don't even remember. Venice or Rome, who cares? No, it wasn't Venice. It was definitely Rome. We visited 3 places in Rome, but I don't know where anymore. And I eat a kiwi. And we're like an hour and a half away from the hotel. And I eat a damn kiwi and I begin to choke on it. I'm sitting there. Now the group is here. I've had so many problems. They're not even sensitive to me anymore. So I'm sitting there and I'm going, guys, I think I'm going to choke to death. And they're like, what? I think something I ate is going to make me choke to death. Like, seriously. And one of the girls goes, what? I think I'm going to die. And she goes, Tracy, I have Benadryl. And I was like, I'd take it. Thank God she had the liquid Benadryl. So I popped it and put the liquid in, which tastes disgusting, but I needed the liquid to get to the throat part of me. I went through it. I think it was early version COVID. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Clarissa, thank you. Oh, wait. What happened, Juanita? Juanita. Thanks. Just trying to keep my head up. Juanita, pray for me, you all. I lost my mom to COVID January 5th. I also had COVID and couldn't bury my mom until the 25th of January. I miss her so much. I am sorry. It's a lot of those stories like yours, Juanita, that is ravaging the newsfeed. A lot of people's moms
Unknown caller.
is not surviving. And I'm so sorry that you've had this loss. And COVID is no joke. So with that being said, Juanita, just remember there's an opportunity to always communicate with your mom, even if it's hard today. It will get better as you move on to communicate with mom. I like to refer anyone to DeborahHookie.com. Okay, I just put her in a feed so that you can have a spiritual experience with your mom. All right? And I'm sorry for your loss. Oh, Ruby, when did you guys go? When did you guys go to Italy? Juanita says, oh, thanks, Miss Tracy. I need it so bad. Oh, girl, that's why I have amazing people around me. I know a lot of people. So Deborah is the best at spirits and, you know, letting your mom come. She's the best. I'm so blessed to have her as a resource for everyone else to have. You know why I do this job? It allows me to meet up with some amazing people. That's why I do this job. Like, I'm not your go-to person, but I'll be your go-to person for anything. I am not selfish in this metaphysical world, nor am I competitive in this metaphysical world. I truly don't know why God has me here doing what I'm doing. I just figure I could be the best and pretend like I know things like crystals. I don't. But at Tiffany Tuition, you mention a crystal to her and she'd be like, pum, 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 pum. That's what this means. At Deborah Hookie, she's the best in the game. Like, I trust her with my soul. All right. We're going to talk about Cuomo today. My eyes are killing me. What is this? We're going to talk about Cuomo today. So, Cuomo wound up being what? The hero of the COVID? Is that what happened? Everybody, Cuomo. He fought with Trump, right? Cuomo did, right? Him and his brother fought with Trump. And it was the best thing this side of Texas to watch that fight, right? And then what happened? What happened, Cuomo? How did we lose you so quickly? I mean, you basically called Trump a crook. Now, let me tell you guys something. I knew about this nursing home scandal. Couldn't do a reading on it. I got it from somebody else's reading. I told them I got their permission if I could do it in a reading, but actually it's cheating. So I was not allowed by spirit to give a reading on something I was already knowledgeable, like literally knowledgeable about. I've had several people in New York City that worked in nursing homes And each one told a story of devastating hospitals' actions. We didn't know it was coming from Cuomo. We knew that they were taking COVID, they were taking COVID patients and putting them in nursing homes. And the nursing homes had no fight in them to say, what the hell are you doing? So Cuomo, what the hell happened? Like, we believed in you, dude. Did you just turn out to be a different version of the mafia, like Trump? Your aunt was one of them put in the nursing home? Even if that's a directive, I just messed up my glasses. Even if that's a directive from Trump, Cuomo was the opposite of Trump. Opposite. So what the hell was he doing listening to Trump? Like, seriously, I'm so disappointed in Cuomo. Like, seriously. Did you know? Did you not know? What's going to be your excuse, Cuomo? When you were giving daily briefings on COVID, daily. So don't tell me you didn't know. Bori, I'm not going to give him that much credit. He was giving to America, not just New York. Not just New York. Every time he was on, I got it in Cali. He was giving daily briefings. So how could he not know? He knew everything else. This, that, and the third, these numbers. How he not know? All right. We'll see what the cards say. I don't understand that SVH. At some point, we, meaning New York, was told it couldn't be spread through the air? When? I never heard that not being the case. It's always been a nasal thing. Oh my God, I really messed up my glasses. Ugh, Jesus Christ. What salt and pepper? What do you mean by that? I'm from New York City, and he knew what he was doing. He sent people with COVID to the nursing home. I'm in denial. All right. That's okay, yeah. I really hope he didn't intentionally behave this way. I got you, honey. Denial is fine. That's okay. That's why I'm here. And my glasses are so messed up right now. You know I won't be able to relax until I get these glasses straight, but let me start these readings. All right. I'm screaming. You screaming what? He stole New Yorkers to go and knew. All right. What happened with Cuomo? Erin, we're talking about the COVID nursing homes cases. That's why I'm here. I need the truth. Okay. I appreciate you. Let's do this. I don't believe it was intentional, but it's possible I'm wrong. I know, Gio. I know. I know. I got you. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Cuomo. Please allow me to see anything and everything, Father God, that you would like for me to see. Cuomo is your child. He's your love. He's your beloved. Please, Father God, authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. 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 All right, Amazon, I'm going to put this down so you guys can get the full spectrum of what I am about to do. This is what I'm about to do. Gio got it. She's like, No, you got the joke. It was a good joke. You got it. But Gio adds, but I'm sorry for everyone who experienced a loss as a result of this action. Yeah, Nicole. Somebody else mentioned it earlier. I hear you. Maybe it won't go away, though. Florida governor did far worse. Yeah, Texas governor did far worse. So these governors, these are terrible. Okay, Cuomo, stay focused. Purification, bare essentials, the naked truth, wholeness. Wholeness by fire. Bare essentials, the naked truth, wholeness. Usually, when I get the naked truth, it means somebody lied. Look how she's hiding behind the tree. And now the truth is going to come out by fire, meaning people being upset. All right. Passion, love, spiritual communion. All right. Right now, people want some version of the truth. They are going to be passionate about it, and Cuomo, they're not going to let it go. Nope, they're not going to let it go. Please be clean. Whew, that's better. They're not going to let it go, sweetie. Nope. Nope. This has now been a taint for you. I thought you wanted something in the administration. And is that why you didn't get anything in the administration? Is there something here that maybe we just got a whiff of it? But was it always something that meant this is the reason why you can't be a part of my administration? I think Biden may have gotten a whiff of it and didn't want to take a chance on the possibility that it was true. Also, I think Biden didn't want a powerhouse at the helm when he's the president. So there's something here about a little bit maybe jealousy. Hidden path. So here's why I believe it's true, guys. So far, the cards are reminiscing of truth, right? The way I'm getting it, the cards are like, there's some truth there, right? Here's why. I saw this documentary on Hart Island. If you don't know what I'm talking about, YouTube Hart Island or Google Hart Island. And what I saw of Hart Island is not only a Cuomo thing, it's a historical New York thing. Hart, H-A-R-T, Island. But Cuomo was no different. It's a documentary. It's called The Island of Death. It's only 15 minutes long, but there's several videos on Hart Island. And the only reason why I lived in New York City, I never saw Hart Island, ever. I don't even know where in the hell this island is located. And I lived in New York City. Gino, do you know Hart Island at all? Not Grave Island. This is Hart, H-A-R-T Island, unless the nickname is Grave Island. New York's version of Potter's Field. But let me tell you something. At least even Potter's Field is dignified. They have laid bodies on top of bodies on top of bodies. And all those bodies during the COVID that went in truck freezers, Why is his daddy buried there? Oh my God. It turns out all those trucks, those freezer trucks, they went to Hart Island and they were dumped there, one on top the other. I think one of the reasons why this is coming out the way it's coming out is because during the COVID, Cuomo, it would have been different. And this is why I don't believe him, but it would have been different if he would have said something. If he would have said, got to tell you guys, too many people are dying all at once. We have to send them to Hart Island. It would have been way different. Then I would have been like, Hart Island? Let me check that out. He wouldn't have been responsible for Hart Island. Hart Island has been there for years and have been disrespecting bodies for years. But if he would have said it, I would have been like, well, that's what you, if that's all you can do, I'm down. But he didn't say that. And I had to find out after the fact that these dead were placed there. And sometimes families didn't have, like, couldn't get there fast enough to say, this is my dad. So there might be some no-name dead bodies there. Right, that's what I mean. And Hart Island was used for Potter's Field, unknown, you know, John Doe's, Jane Doe's, you know? And I'm not saying it's okay because the previous administrations, no one cared about Hart Island. It was meant for something else because people used to work on the island. And ultimately, it turned into this weird grave site. But they're not buried well, so the bones are all over the place. It's disgusting what's going on in there. Yes, Eurus, that sounds reasonable, what you heard. But the truth of the matter is they were dumped there. Check out the YouTube, and y'all come back to me and let me know. I know we're not allowed to go there, but I didn't even know there was such a thing, and I'm shocked. All right. So Cuomo also sent hundreds of bodies there on a jam-packed little island. Now, what I can tell you about the COVID and these deaths happen too quickly. People are upset. Spirits are like, why am I here? Excuse me, sweetie. Who's the one that, Juanita? If you need to go, go. Because now I'm talking about COVID deaths. People are like, what happened that I'm here? Especially in the beginning, when it was like so fast and so quick. At least now you could get a diagnosis. But in New York, it was like one after the other, And it was like, well, maybe. We're not sure. We're just saying that it is. It's most likely COVID. It was a nightmare over there. Let me get these comments up. So I get spiritual union. This tells me that New York State was in full agreement with all nursing homes, or New York State ordered this, and the nursing homes, shame on you, greedy bastards. None of you said no. None of you protested, because everybody you got was helping the bottom line. So the administrators of the nursing homes can go to hell. Because you could have said, I refuse. So it's not like he said to the nursing homes, oh, you know, we're going to send a body. The hospital said, we're sending a COVID patient. And the nursing home said, we need the money. So, okay, send them. The nursing home needs an overhaul. You people are disgusting. You administrators of these nursing homes that got all those patients, other patients sick, that got all those employees sick, you guys are the bastards in this situation. Nursing homes. Now, y'all might want to call out COVID. Nope. Y'all might want to call out Cuomo. Nope. 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 Every nursing home should be sued right now. Think about it. Think about it. Unearthing this information isn't about Cuomo. Unearthing this information is about suing the nursing homes. And I hope you guys go bankrupt. You're disgusting. And nurses' aides, I don't know about nurses, because nurses don't necessarily speak truth. Nurses' aides, y'all need to start a hotline where somebody can state their case and let someone know, yeah, this is what I witnessed. I took care of COVID patients, and I took care of COVID patients while the nurse wouldn't come into the room. Y'all got stories to tell, nurses' aides. I cleaned the room. They sent me in to give medication to the patient because they didn't want to go in the room. What? What? You want some horror stories? Speak to the nurse's aide. Speak to the cleaning man. Disgusting you are, nursing homes. Disgusting. Well, I'll tell you what, let's start producing that atmosphere. Let's give them free reign. Let's pull up a website. Let's make a website. Let's make a IG. Let's do something so these nurses' aides can talk. No, unacceptable. All this hidden information, and y'all know the truth that's worked there? No, no. If we can get information about the Capitol riots, why can't we get information about what went on in nursing homes? Who needs to write a book? Who needs money right away? Who wants to write this book? Because there's a book here, several. What poor black girl needs a book right now? Write this story. Tell the New York Times, I got something to tell you. Pay me. And I'm dead serious. It'll be a goddamn bestseller. Exactly. You got stories to tell. Thank you, Nicole, from the hospital's perspective, which had a whole different set of regulations. Nursing homes are disgusting. Before the COVID, they were horrible. After the COVID, they were disgusting. So much goes on in nursing homes, right? We need whistleblowers in the nursing home. Thank you. Thank you. All right. They're going to try and keep this perfectly balanced, though, right? They know all of it is coming out. It is coming out through the state, but because Cuomo's getting hit hard, they know. Cuomo, sweetie, let me help you out. Rather than take the blame, you can, listen, you could say, I didn't know, which you are saying. You're saying, no, I never had knowledge of that. And then, Cuomo, you can say, how did nursing homes accept these patients? And then you could say, I'm going to put on a full-on investigation. Oh, wow. Doctors were killing the patients, putting on vents without consent. I believe it, right? Because family wasn't allowed to be there, right? You could do anything. I believe some deaths were premature. I believe that when they needed a bed, then they assessed the patient different. Oh, they're going to die anyway. Let me tell you something. I worked at a hospital when there was no COVID 30 years ago. And there was this young Black woman. And she had a baby and wound up with a C-section. For some reason, the baby wouldn't push through. Wound up with a C-section. When she wound up with a C-section and they opened her up, she was riddled with cancer. So they took the baby out, they sealed her, sewed her back up, and they told her family she's terminal. That's the way they explained it to the family. But every morning back in the day, they would have morning visits, the doctor, and I was on a cancer unit, and they would have these morning visits. And a woman went to cold, and then they got it under control. You kind of knew she was going to die, but the thing about cancer, back in the day, there's always hope, so you always believe that there's something that could be done. And so they got her back under control, and then the doctor walked in after the first heart attack. And the doctor said, they said she coded. And he said, just let her cold, which wasn't legal back in the day, but he said, just let her cold because she's going to die anyway. And she started crying. She could hear everything. Yeah. And that's in a normal hospital setting. So imagine how bad it was in the hospitals under COVID, under no ICU beds, under all the beds, 188 beds hospital, and there's only 187 left, and all the, surgical units, ICU units are all corroded, excuse my language, with COVID patients. Imagine how they just started, let that one go, let that one go. And how did they decide to even save one that stayed 3 months in the hospital? Was that racism? Show me a Black person where they were like, and after 3 months, look, they lived. Really? Annette says, a nurse told me your hearing is the last to go. Well, I believe it. I never forgot that. Cuomo, Queen of Wands. There is going to be a whistleblower. It's going to be a female. He's stopping her right now. Someone close to him. He's kind of telling her, like, shut the F up right now, or change your story. You haven't heard from her yet. Has a female spoken yet? Because she's waiting. I get a resounding yes. He knew. I'm sorry, those that just love Cuomo. He knew. Damn. I get that he's fighting back, but he's losing the battle of what he knew, right? Fighting back, but losing the battle of what he knew. Yes, he knew. In about 1 month, I feel like, I don't know what the Two of Cups mean. Why would it get a final outcome of the Two of Cups? Let me see something. Oh, I'm in a lot of pain doing this reading, Cuomo. You got me in pain. Two of Cups in a medical reading about what did Cuomo know, really. Oh, I'm so thirsty right now. Two of Cups. Anybody can help me with this? Two of Cups. Cooperation, reciprocity, a balanced partnership, a business deal, an end to hostility, okay. Coming from an understanding place, emotional equilibrium, reconciliation, a spirit of cooperation, able to find common ground and reach a compromise between opposing viewpoints. Now's the time to cooperate and reason with others. A resolution of problems and a reconciliation is possible. Entering into contract or binding agreements. I think Cuomo's going to spin this, guys. Medusa, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. 86 years old, 3 months in the hospital. She lives. She wasn't black. They're never black. Terica, I think you have the bingo. I think he is definitely going to show some sensitivity to the truth. But they're not going to discover the whole truth. All right? So he's going to wiggle around this. Not because he can, but because he has to. Yes, Gio. Yes. Okay. That might be the answer to his prayers. The answer to his prayer, yeah, Gio, that's the winner. That's it. The answer was he never intended to kill people. When he said transfer to the hospital, I'm not saying he said it. I don't know who said it. It was put in a form of maybe there's too many beds. Nursing homes had beds. You knew you were getting a COVID patient. You know, the hospital assisted you on how to take care of them, educated you to the best of their ability. That's the key. And that's why this may get turned around. He never intended to kill people. Unlike Ted Cruz, who to this day just doesn't give a fuck. To this day, Ted Cruz is like, my neighbors are crappy neighbors. And it's like, dude, 25 people died in your state from the weather. Cuomo never intended to kill. And Gio, that's the winning statement. Yes, I do not believe he has to step down. I don't think it's coming to that gravity. Might he wanted another job? Yes. Might he get it? No. No. I'm not confident he's even going to be able to run again, if that's a possibility. He'd rather stay unless somebody else comes in under like someone that he likes, not really against him, then they can hire him as a consultant for this, that, and the third. So somehow money can still come in. But I think he will be forced to either retire, maybe be hired out as a consultant for New York City, but I think his hands are tied with this being a scandal, but not he's not the hero. All right. And it does fall under scandal, just not as bad as some of the others. But, you know, he does have a little bit of scandal going on, too. So, like Weinstein, he may have, like, dodged that bullet. I don't see necessarily that scandal coming through. I think at this stage of the game, they have to pay that woman off and tell her to go away quietly. No, I don't think he's going to get reelected. He told the public, Tracy, he isn't going anywhere. He enjoys his position. Whatever. He is just bullying y'all into staying. Y'all decide if he stays. And I mean, will you be able to get rid of him now? No. Y'all will not be able to get rid of him. Under no circumstances. Could you vote him out? Maybe. And that's a big maybe. Because depending upon what he does in the next year, the one thing about the public is we are simpletons. We forget easily. Y'all forgave Trump for everything, right? I'm not saying New Yorkers, but I'm saying if you look at the public, Trump is responsible, literally responsible for 500 people. Trump is responsible why New York's cases skyrocketed. He wouldn't give them vents. He wouldn't give them masks. He wouldn't, what's that act that they could call upon, which Trump could have done? He wouldn't do any of that. And he was very happy that both New York and LA were suffering because we were blue states. I got you, M.I. I got you. I think, let me explain what I think is happening with the public. You all were trained under Trump to not care for your own parents when they died. Think about that. Think about a mind fuck. When your parents died, you guys said, there was no national mourning. There was no, he didn't even mention anything about your parents dying, about children. All he did was care about himself. And the American public fell under that. Who said it, Gio? We act like the president that's in office. We act like them. Y'all acted like Trump. You didn't care. And I'm not saying you personally. So don't take it that way. I'm saying you as a totality did not care. Show me something where people cared back in March, April, May, June, July, August. Show me where somebody blamed Trump. So back in the day, it was like, oh, okay, well, Trump, broke his pinky nail, so we're going to worry about Trump. Now we have Biden in office, and now we look at life differently. Now, Juanita, when your mom passes and you announce it, look how caring everybody was. It would not have been like that back in June. Yep. I'm Becky. Oh, that's such a cute name. Yep. She's like, yep, I'm Becky. Said Trump, the super spreader himself. He killed. Cuomo did not kill. And that's the winning phrase here. Thank you, Misha. All right. Will he get reelected? He's a little magician. Somebody wants to put the brakes on, though. All right. There's going to be some pushback. Somebody's going to unearth some dirt on him that is going to be hard. He's running against some man. God, why can't a woman be a governor? Jesus Christ. What's Cuomo's sign? Is he air or water? Oh, thank you. Yep, I'm Becky. She's like, you always clear things up. Yeah, well, that's my job. Juanita. Thank you, Juanita. Juanita, who just announced that her mama died from COVID, is like, Tracy, you're right. No one cared back in June. No one cared in September. Let's get a clue. We were nuts in November. Nobody cared. Cuomo's a Sag. No, I don't think he gets back in. No. I said it before, but now I'm pretty confident he can't get back in. No. There is a woman showing up here. It turns out a woman might get into the Capitol. I love that. Someone with a child. Someone with a child, or someone, if it's not a child that she's carrying, it's someone that someone that always had a political career regardless. Always thought they would be in politics going way back when. And it might be an ethnic woman. Ethnic meaning Spanish, Black, Indian, yada, yada, yada. Several men, and then there's this one woman that might be, you know, coming around the bend. Boom. August 9th, he's a Leo? Really? All right. I don't know which Cuomo. No, Stacey Abrams is gonna work for governor of Georgia eventually. That's what she's going after. December 6th. Okay, he's a Sag. Arrogant Sag, too. He's arrogant. He's arrogant. Oh, they're both fire signs? That poor mother. She had both fire signs in her house? Oh, my God. I wonder what their dad was. I grew up with his dad. His dad was so nice. I loved that Cuomo one. I forget his first name, but I loved him. He stayed in office for damn near 20 years. Nobody kicked him out. Oh, yeah, he acts like a Leo, Chris Cuomo. He does. He does. He's that pretty boy, Leo. All right. Let's pick this. Oh, it's 4 o'clock. Gotta go. Put this down. He's cute, that Chris Cuomo. Yeah, he is. He cute. Cool. Right side up. Engineer. Ability to give creative energy a practical expression. Talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. He's going to do a song and dance around this problem. He hasn't figured it out yet. But if y'all send him this video, watch. He's going to be like, I didn't kill anyone. The nursing homes need an overhaul. Watch. He's going to say it. Watch. It's a prediction. I'm already predicting it now. By the way, what was I watching? Y'all have no idea of all the predictions I get. Hold on a second. Oh, damn it. No, history. I was watching Matt James. Oh my God. Back in June, I did Matt James. Do you see that? Please watch it, but you got to go. It's an hour and 14, so you got to push the button all the way to like. That's racism. If you just can't choose a Black man. Oh. Toy Story? No Black people. Go to around 39. When I start the reading, I say immediately, somebody's going to get fired. Somebody's going to have to step down. Somebody's going to get fired. Oh my God, the gift that runs through me. Oh my God. If I must brag so myself. Engineer, ABCD. So CDE. EF. Engineer. Okay. Grounded, orderly, strategic. Give creative energy a practical expression. talent for engineering everyday situations or designing solutions to common dilemmas. Guys, he gonna fix this. It's gonna turn out to his advantage. I promise you. Kiana, you gotta watch it. The Matt James one. Oh my God. I was like, I predicted that too. Back in June. I love you all. Bye, guys. Contact me for your own personal reading, 213-458-7408, TraceyBrownlive.com. Sign up for Jason D. McKean's, JasonDMcKean.com. What do you call that stuff? Soul's Progression class. Bye, guys. Wait.